Hello! My name is Gina, and I think I just came up with a really cool idea. So the other day I was filming my, why I'm doing my channel, and I mentioned that there's this, I guess, meme tag, whatever, that people do called palette bingo, where they do a random number generator and it picks their eyeshadows for them. So much fun, but breaking down all of my palettes doesn't really lend itself to that. I have 3 of these guys, and that's not insignificant. But then I was looking through my Instagram and I realized I have this really long list of not just makeup looks that I really like and makeup colors that I really like, but shapes and creative things and different kinds of wings, and I was like, wait, we can use this. So here's how it's gonna work. We're gonna do a random number generator between 1 and 120 to get the shape, the Instagram inspiration. And then we're going to figure out how many colors, how many shadows we need for that look. And then we're going to pick X number of shadows at random and use my spreadsheet to identify what they are. It sounds a lot more complicated than it is. I will also pop up a screenshot of my spreadsheet so that you can see how things are working. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm so excited and also very scared, but let's go ahead and get started. Hey Google, give me a random number between 1 and 120.
A random number, 39.
Okay, we're doing 3, 6, 9, and then 10, 11, 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is 30, then 33, 36, 39. Okay. I was really afraid I was going to get something super hard, but this is actually really nice. I'll put it right here. This is by jess.cox.makeup, and it looks actually like a pretty, from my perspective, pretty achievable rainbow cut crease, but we don't know if ours is going to be a rainbow. So let me see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. Let me see if she's got, it does not look like she has a picture of the bottom, but it looks like the same colors that she's got in her crease. All right, so 6 colors. Okay. I have done random color generation before, but I don't stay honest about it. I've done it in a lot of different ways, and a lot of times I get something that's boring. All right, so now we're gonna pick 6 random numbers between 1 and 233. Now I've got random.org pulled up, and I've got it set to a minimum of 1 and a maximum of 233. And I'm gonna get 6 numbers. So I don't feel the need to show it or anything. If you don't believe me, I think you kind of need to get a life. 126, which is Siren of the Sea by Looxi, already exciting. It's a green. 139, Level Up. I believe this is a ColourPop shadow. 11, Shade 7, which is from the Juvia's Place Zulu palette. 128, Shade 5, also from the Zulu palette. Number 5 is 207, Night Sky from Ace Beauty. And 71, which is Senegal. Comment down below if you understood that reference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I don't remember what all of these are, so now I'm gonna dig into my big palettes and pull them out so we can get started. Okay. So I've got one eye primed. I put down the Smashbox 24-hour primer, and then I put the white Pillowy Space on top of it just to try and cancel out some of the staining I had from the look I did yesterday. And I'm gonna take Level Up and put that in my outer corner and use it to cut my crease as well. And this darker shade, I'm gonna keep pretty tight because I think what I wanna do is use one of the lighter greens on the outside, even though it's a shimmer, hoping it will give additional depth. Leaving it a little unblended. And then I'm gonna take my cooler green, which is Siren of the Sea, get that on this brush. So my general plan of attack for this is to do cool tones on the outside and warm tones on the inside. I'm gonna go back in with my dark green and kind of reestablish this line. I'm gonna go back with a larger brush. I think I want a little bit more, not of a wing, but just like, I want this dark shade out a bit more. And I'm gonna call that done, at least for now. I can always come back and do a little bit more crease work if I feel like I need it. I'm gonna grab my Pillowy Space again and cut my crease. All right, the crease has been cut. And we're gonna keep with the same theme as before, which is working with the cool tones to the warm tones. So that means we're taking Night Sky and I'm going to put that on the outer corner, then move through the pink and then the bronze. Had I been a little bit more thoughtful, I would have gone ahead and put the purple on the outer because it's a satin, so it probably would have been fine as like an outer corner. But this is the challenge of the thing. You live and you learn and you grow. I haven't used this shade in a long time, like in a really long time. And honestly, I'm thinking like putting it next to the purple was a bad idea. But it's a lovely bronze. I don't reach for bronzes. If I'm going for a showy makeup look, I'm gonna like drench myself in color. Whereas if I need to like be more subtle, I will just like do peach. But this is nice. I'm gonna take that same shade with a fluffy brush. What I'm trying to do here is not necessarily to blend the colors together because this bronze is very orangey, and if I try to really like mix it with the purple, it's gonna gray out. I'm more feathering it over the top so it looks like it's like moving more into the purple, if that makes sense. I'm gonna let that be for a second. I'm not like stoked about it, but I'm gonna take my pink. You know what I might do, to be honest? I might take this pink all the way through. Yeah, I'm gonna take the pink all the way through and have it blend into the purple and then use the bronze for something else. Going in with my finger and just kind of maybe tapping it here. And I'm gonna, yeah, I'll go in with a bit more of the purple. This is one of the reasons when you're looking for eyeshadows, the opacity of them is really important. Like a color can have a strong color and quote unquote lots of pigment, but what you really need, like the most versatile thing that you can get, is something with a lot of opacity. I legitimately don't love the green in the outer corner, so I think what I'll do is, sorry, I'm changing up a bunch and I probably should have come up with a better game plan, but live and learn. Okay, I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and really go in on this purple. And what that's gonna do, it's not gonna look very purple. It really will just deepen up our green, which is not cheating. So now I'm experiencing, I mean, this is super common. It doesn't want to adhere here. So I'm gonna leave it alone and grab a blender and kind of buff out these edges some. Using an itty bitty brush, I'm gonna go into the green and I'm gonna use that to define the crease a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna call that done here. I'm gonna do my other eye, all of my face makeup, and then we'll come back to do the lower lash line. I've been thinking a great deal about how to handle this bronze shade. I think I'll probably just put it on the lower lash line. What I really want to do is take Siren of the Sea and do that on my lower lash line, but I don't get to do what I want in this one because
I decided to challenge myself.
I'm gonna do similarly to what I did up here, which is lay the green down first, and then I'll put the purple on top of it. And then I'm gonna kind of look down here, make sure that it's all connected up in a way that makes sense, and then I'm just gonna go in with this bronze. I'm gonna grab a fluffier brush and try and blend this out a smidge. Then for the inner corner, I think I'm just gonna bring the green all the way down. It's okay. I'm gonna take the pink, just a tad. Yeah, I think putting this pink in here is the right choice because it helps transition everything. So we've got like a nice little loop going. Okay, so I have here in front of me, I'm furiously mixing a pigment with a mixing medium. The pigment that I'm using is from Blush Tribe. It's one of their neon pigments and it's green. I forget the name of it, but I will put it down below. But I'm trying to cover my bases kind of fast because I wanted to use a mixing medium. I'm using the NYX Multitasker medium, and I really like it, but what I need for this application is something a little bit more liquidy, and as it dries it becomes more like sticky and gel-like, which is going to make it harder to do. So essentially we're putting a lime green neon pigment in the crease, and this is the challenge part. So I might have to be quiet while I think, or while I concentrate. Let me grab a smaller brush. I'm gonna take it and just work on tapering that off. Alright, to be honest, I'm not super happy with that. It's not quite obnoxious enough for me. I'm gonna scoop a little bit of the neon yellow into this. See if we can't do something a little better. Alright, so now we have a bit more of a fluorescent green, and I'm gonna drop that in. starting to dry a bit, so it's getting a little chunky. So I'm gonna switch to the other eye and do that. Okay, here's the finished look. I feel kind of weird about it. This is not something that I would have put together myself. I have to say I'm kind of obsessed with the way that Siren of the Sea like reflects light, and I'm just like, yes, it's amazing. The liner, crease liner, I think honestly this is probably one of the better ones I've ever done, so I think that's great, and I think that doing stuff like this hopefully will help me continue to improve on my makeup skills. I did also put some of that neon green in my inner corner just because I really needed it to be a little bit brighter. Put some yellow pencil liner in my waterline, black on my upper waterline, which is why the yellow looks a little weird. Then I used Looxi Beauty's Hydro Liner to do a very thin line on the top of my lash line. I also used ColourPop's Ultra Matte Lipstick in Class Pet, which I absolutely hate this formula, but I love this color. So I put some Carmex on top, which, I don't know, adds a bit more shine to an already very shiny look. I think that is all I have to say. Let me know what you think of the look that I came up with and also this exercise in general. I am actually very stoked to do this, and I think subsequent videos will be a little bit more refined. I think it's a great idea to stretch and challenge yourself, and if you don't do something like this, I recommend you do. Before we go to the full look with my hair down and everything, I just wanted to say thanks for watching my video. I really appreciate it. I'm still pretty new here on YouTube, and it's always cool to get to put stuff out there for everybody to see. I don't know how long I'll be making videos, but if you would like to follow me for as long as I do, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you liked watching this video, let me know in the comments below or hit the like button. All of that is super helpful and good information for me to know. Wherever you are, I hope that you have a great day. Think deeply and thoughtfully about what you're doing, and I will see you out there on the internet. Bye.